couple of days ago, I did my first cold approach. And for those of you who don't know what a cold approach is, it's basically walking up to someone that you don't know and pretty much asking them out, just letting them know that you thought they were cute. It's a pretty wholesome experience, but a lot of people are really afraid of that, and they really shouldn't be. For me, I've always been afraid to go talk to girls. It's a crazy thing if you get stuck in your own head. But a couple days ago, I actually did it. I walked up to my waitress at this restaurant I was at, and I just let her know I thought she was cute, and I wanted to see if we could get something more. But it was a no. I don't. I don't really regret it. I think she was 25. That's illegal, but that's not the point. The point is that it really wasn't as scary of a thing as I thought it was, and overall, I grew so much as a person in that one moment, and I would highly recommend it to anyone because cold approaching ultimately teaches you that things aren't as deep as you think they are. Often we can get stuck into our own heads and start to forget that everyone does their own little weird things. They're not really going to judge you for the little things that you do, and you can get away with a lot more than you really think you can. There's also the obvious benefit of cold approaching that you could potentially find a partner, and there's something with guys that whenever they talk to a girl that they find attractive, their testosterone skyrockets by 200% temporarily, and that's a pretty beneficial thing. Just think about how that would impact your hormonal system logically. It's nice. Like, if anything, you just get a natural high for a little bit from just knowing that you went and talked up to someone. And I know that it can be scary walking up to them, so I'm going to give you a little strategy to go and cold approach if you can't seem to get out of your own head. This is a method that I've heard called as the social calibration strategy, where you bring a friend along, not walking up to them. You bring a friend along with you in your little group that you're having, and you have to be very talkative with them. You have to be in some sort of a social flow state where it just makes sense that you're going to be talking to this girl that you're planning on approaching because you're talking to everyone anyway. Go fist bump them. Old man you see walking by, tell him, "Hey man, how you doing?" And that's all it really takes. Eventually, once you're all socially warmed up, it just makes sense that you're going to walk up to that person and pop the question. And it's really not as scary as it's made out to be. Whenever you do something that's hard for your mind, it strengthens your mind. Like cold showers. Whenever you take a cold shower and you hate to take a cold shower, if you take a cold shower and you love to cold shower, it doesn't really develop your brain. But whenever you do it because you hate it, your mind starts to become so much tougher. And that's the same case with this cold approaching thing, where for most people, it's actually really difficult to walk up and talk to a girl that they find attractive. So breaking through that barrier and doing that is something that is so impactful for their mental development. And if that's the case for you, think about the mindset of becoming 1% better for a day and how much farther ahead you can become just because you decide to walk up to someone and talk to them. The social consequences are so little, so why don't you do it? I guess.